Today is a new series of movements, so the last of 3 kind of progressive lessons in the plan, or 3, because we're doing each one for 3 weeks, so it's the last block of 3. So take it easy, don't do anything that hurts you. There'll be lots of options and scale options and progression options for those of you who need it, but otherwise we'll just begin with our usual warm-up and get started. So if you come to the front of your mat, find yourself in Tadasana, and we'll just gently begin to roll our shoulders back and down, maybe 5 times backwards. I'm just going to move that there, and then 5 times forwards. When you've done 5 times in both directions, just come back to centre. Inhale as you lift your right arm up, reaching up tall. Exhale, reach all the way over to the left. Inhale, back to centre, switching over the arms. Exhale, reach all the way over to the right. I'm going to do that 3 times on each side. Inhaling as you come through that midline, exhaling as you reach and fold. Last one each way. And then come back to centre, take the arms out wide, and now we're going to twist as we wrap the arms around the body, letting them fall wherever they naturally need to fall. Tapping the shoulder probably and the lower back. Think about lifting and lengthening as you come through that midline again. We'll go for 1 more rotation each side. And then come back to centre. Inhale as you lift the hands up, soften the knees, hinge at the hips, and come all the way down into your Uttanasana. Forward fold. From here, just take your ragdoll variation, so opposite hand to opposite elbow, and just gently swing from side to side, opening up that lower back, using into the hips, the hamstrings, and then release the hands to the floor. From here, we're just going to walk the feet all the way to the back of the mat, find our down-facing dog position. We'll take 1 vinyasa, so inhale as you roll forwards, option to drop the knees, exhale, low plank, inhale, press up to cobra, exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. Left foot comes outside of left hand, down into a low lizard lunge if you want to drop the knee, inhale to lift and twist with that left hand up towards the ceiling, exhale, elbow tap to the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Right hand comes outside now of right foot. Right foot comes outside of right hand. Drop the knee if you want to. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, elbow tap to the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog, and then walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat, finding your Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe your feet out to the edges of the mat, find your squat stance. Inhale to lift all the way up, extended Tadasana, palms together at the top. Exhale, come down into the bottom of your garden pose. As it's the first one of the day, just spend a bit of time getting into those hips, opening up, and then we're just going to take that left hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist with the right hand towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, right hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist with the left hand towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Both hands to the floor. Heel toe your feet back underneath the hips. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat, and we'll take a vinyasa. So exhale, low plank. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. So we're going to repeat that sequence 2 more times. So we're going to take left foot outside of left hand. Option to keep the knee lifted or not. Inhale to lift the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, elbow tap to the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Right foot comes outside of right hand. Inhale as you lift and twist. Exhale, elbow tap to the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe your feet out to the edges of the mat. Find your squat stance. Inhale as you come all the way up, palms together at the top. Exhale, come down into garden pose. Left hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. And 1 more vinyasa. So exhale, low plank. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. So one more time all the way through. Left foot outside of left hand. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, elbow to the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Right foot outside of right hand. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, elbow tap to the floor. Replace the hand, step back to down facing dog. Walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. Find your squat stance. Inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, come down into your garland pose. Left hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and twist. Exhale, release. Right hand to the floor. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Heel toe your feet underneath your hips. Walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. And then we're going to take one more vinyasa. So inhale, roll forwards to high plank. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. Walk the feet all the way back towards the hands, coming to the front of the mat. Find your Uttanasana forward fold. Enjoy a couple of breaths in your ragdoll variation if you wish. And then whenever you're ready, inhale as you come all the way up, extended Tadasana, reaching up tall. Exhale, release the arms. Shake it all out and you should be feeling pretty warm. So if you haven't done this class before, there are 3 rounds. Each round has 4 movements. You'll be working out for 45 seconds and then resting for 25 seconds. In between each round, there's going to be a minute's rest, and on the 25 seconds of rest after each movement, I will demonstrate the next one. So don't panic. I'll give lots of options and bits all the way through. So before I start this timer, I'll demonstrate the first movement of the first round. So each round has a different theme as well. So the first round is upper body, second round is lower body, and then we have cardio burn at the end. So we're going to come down and begin on our fronts with this first one. Taking the hands slightly out wider than the shoulders, forehead to the floor. You're going to do cobra peels. So you're going to peel, roll your shoulders back and down, peel your body off the floor, lift it as high as you can, engage all those core muscles, and then peel it all the way back down. The tip for this is to really engage those muscles and go slower rather than faster, keeping control throughout the movement. So set yourselves up. I'll press play on my timer and you have 10 seconds. So finding yourselves in that prone position, hands go out just slightly wider than the shoulders, and then when you're ready, roll those shoulders back and down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then lift the body off the floor. Exhale to lower the body down to the floor again, and then inhale to lift. See if you can find a wave with your spine as you do this, moving nice and slowly all the way through. You're over halfway, you're coming up to
halfway there.
Take your time with this movement, do it correctly, do it properly, and you'll find you'll work harder. You have 10 seconds left on the clock, and then we are on to the next movement.
Rest.
The next movement is from dolphin pose. So forearms to the floor, a bit similar to down facing dog. You're finding yourself in that upside down V. From here, you're just going to take one hand up and then come into your plank pose. So we're going to rotate through the arms as you come from dolphin and then lead up to plank pose. So you're taking forearms off the floor, forearms up, forearms down. So you're just rotating through. Make sure you alternate the direction of which way you rotate. If you're feeling good, then try and do both arms at the same time for a harder workout. In the bottom of that dolphin pose, really think about getting that chest through the arms, tucking the head through, but keeping the head off the floor.
Halfway there.
Nice work. Keep engaged through that core. Keep squeezing those side body muscles as well to help lift you up, so your lateral muscles. You're over halfway. 10 seconds on the clock. And then we've got another movement. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to come into dolphin, but clasp the hands together, thumbs on top. From here, you're going to take your nose to your thumbs and press back through the arms. So you're just rocking forwards, rocking back. If you want to take it further, see if you can tap the floor with your nose for more of a strength-focused workout. So pick your progression, take it slowly.
Let's go.
They're quite tough. You could maybe do a combination of both. If you're not quite there yet for the whole nose to floor every time, you could tap your thumbs, tap the floor, tap your thumbs, tap the floor. Nice work. It's quite tough. You're coming up to halfway, so if you need to take a break off the shoulders, shake out the arms, reset and feel free. This one's particularly hard. It's one that I love to save for the last few weeks of this workout. Really good. You have just coming up to 10 seconds left on the clock, so see if you can do 2 more for me. And then we are on to the final movement of this round. Good job. So the final movement is a chaturanga. So option to take vinyasa if you prefer. The chaturanga, you are scooping your chest through and pressing up to cobra or up dog, yogi's choice. If you want to make this harder, you can take a leg off the floor and do a single leg chaturanga into up dog and press back. Or of course the option is to take that simple vinyasa, high plank, low plank, up dog, down dog. So pick your progression. You could always add that up dog to the vinyasa if you prefer to do the vinyasa with the plank and work on building strength. Just keep moving all the way through, being consistent with your movements. Nice work. You're over halfway, so see if you can get at least 2 or 3 more now before the end of the round, just coming up to 10 seconds. So see if you can get one really good one, and then see if you can squeeze another one in before the end. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Nice job, guys. You can rest now. You've got a whole minute's worth of rest. So take on some water, and then we have the next round. So the first movement of the next round is going to be focused on lower body, and we're going to come into quite a wide stance for some Cossack squats. So you can start standing up, and you're going to simply take the body weight down over one leg. If you can, and your ankle mobility is better than mine, try and keep that heel to the floor. You're going to come up from here, and then come back up to standing, and then back down on the other side. So you're using your legs to help you up and down. If you want to make it harder, you could try keeping low and transitioning from side to side, or if you want to just make it easier, you can use your hands as well and come down into that Cossack squat. So set yourself up, nice wide leg stance, and then you're going to sit back and down into that other foot. Press yourself up using that leg, and then let yourself come down the other side. So keep that chest nice and lifted, keep those shoulders back and down. See if you can get that heel to the floor. One day my ankles will let me.
Halfway there.
Moving from side to side. You're over halfway, so see if you can match. Make sure you match each side equally, and see if you can match the same number of reps or beat them for this movement.
10 seconds.
You have 10 seconds left on the clock. Maybe 2 more on each side. And in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Rest.
1. The next movement is warrior 1 to a low lunge with a twist. So finding yourself in that warrior 1 position, we'll switch sides at halfway. You're going to come down into that warrior 1. From here, inhale, twist the knee to the floor, and then twist to look over that leg. Come back to warrior 1. So you're tapping the knee to the floor, twisting to look over that leg, and lifting up and down on those toes. So when we get to halfway, I'll count you in, and you'll just switch sides. So I'll switch sides now so you guys can see. You're finding your warrior 1, tapping that knee to the floor, and then twisting to look over in that low lunge. Coming back up to warrior 1, coming back down to that low lunge. So switch sides now, you're over halfway. And then you're going to do exactly the same. If you can find the coordination, we're going to keep this for the next 3 weeks, so it will get easier over time as you remember and get used to this movement. You have coming up to 5 seconds left on the clock. And 2 more movements left. So from here we're going to find ourselves in goddess pose. We're simply going to sit in this deep lunge with our arms reaching from side to side with a lateral stretch. You'll probably find this will burn quite quick, so feel free to come up halfway, reset and repeat. So you're just simply reaching from side to side.
Let's go.
So sit back and down into those heels as low as you can go. Use those legs. Rotate through the waist, keeping that chest nice and high. You can come up slightly if you need to. You are coming up to halfway, around about now, so if you need to shake those legs out, reset, feel free.
Halfway there.
You are over halfway, see if you can match the same number of rotations. Hang on in there, girls, all the way to the end. And then we've got a fun one for the last one of this round. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax.
Rest.
The last one is one of my favourites, a pistol progression. So we're just simply going to find ourselves seated on our mats, and you're going to see if you can just rock up into a single leg lift, lifting the bum off the floor, alternating from side to side. So really press that foot into the ground, lifting yourself up and down. So set yourself up, find yourself in that seated position. Bring that heel in as close to the groin as you can. Send that body weight nose over toes. So reaching forwards with that heart, alternating from side to side. You've got this. If you're finding it's getting quite easy, you can maybe add a roll to stand and then come back down.
Halfway there.
And switch sides, roll to stand. Really good. Nice work, girls. Keep alternating all the way through. You've got less than 10 seconds on the clock, and then you've got a whole minute's worth of rest. So really work hard for this last one. Nice job. And rest. Take on some water. You've got your cardio round left, and then we'll cool our bodies down. So just 4 more movements. You've got this. I'm just going to open the doors in here as well because it's so hot. You can see it steaming up. Cool. So the first movement of the next round is a pounce to lizard lunge. So you're going, pounce to lizard lunge. So you're going to come through from this down facing dog position, bend the knees, find that pounce position. From here, right foot goes where right hand is, and you're going to lift that hand off the floor. So you're going to bring it up and back. Replace the hand, reset in that pounce position, and then opposite side. So the faster you do this, the more cardio you're going to use. So set yourself up, find that pounce position, look forwards, and then bring that foot through and lift the hand at the same time. If you're finding it too hard to lift that hand, then feel free to keep that hand where it is and just do alternating lizard lunges from down facing dog, because that will be enough cardio as it is. You are over halfway, so keep working all the way to the end. See if you can match the number of reps you've just done. Really good job.
10 seconds.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. The next movement is a chair, down facing dog to chair jump. So finding yourself in that down facing dog position, you're going to then jump through, catching chair, and jump back to down facing dog. So you're jumping to the front, to the back. Finding yourself in those solid poses at each end. So set yourself up, find that down facing dog. You can always step through, come up to chair, step back, and then alternate the leg rather than jump, depending on what you fancy. So there's always scaled options. Keep note of the number of reps you've done, and then see if you can match that. We'll count backwards from now and see if you can complete the same number of reps again. Nice work. These ones are quite gassy, but you're doing really well, and you've just got
10
two
seconds.
more movements left. Nice work, girls. Brace that core, help your body out. Brilliant, good job. The next one is an alternating firefly. So we're going to come back to that down facing dog position, and you're going to take up the same knee, taps outside of the same elbow. So you're reaching forwards with that knee. If this is too much, and you're going from side to side, you can just stick with those regular mountain climbers or tiger curls. Yogi's choice. So set yourself
Let's
up,
go.
find that down facing dog position, and then opposite elbow or opposite knee taps opposite elbow. Coming forwards, alternating from side to side. You're coming up to halfway. So if you need to sit back, shake the arms out in child's pose, you can, and then reset. You're doing really well. See if you can go all the way to the end. Again, see if you can match the same number that you've just completed in the first half for the second half. You have coming up to 10 seconds left on the clock. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to go back to those pistol lifts for the last one, but we're adding in a roll. So you're going to come back, straighten one leg, press one into the ground, and simply roll back from side to side. So we're adding a bit of cardio. If you want to make it harder, see if you can stand all the way up before you come all the way back down. So set yourself up on a seated position, and then challenge yourself with how high you can lift yourself off the floor using that roll for the momentum. You've got this. Nice. So the trick is to really shoot your body weight over that knee, nose over toes. Use that roll to get you there. Nice work. You're doing so well.
Halfway there.
You're over halfway there. You've got this. This is going to build single leg strength and core strength. You're doing so well. Nice work, guys.
10 seconds.
And just 10 seconds left on the clock, so keep working all the way to the end if you can. I know they're tiring. And rest.
Well
Grab some water, start to catch your breath, and we'll begin with the cool down. Good job, guys. So when you've taken on some water, just come and join me at the back of your mat in extended child's pose, forehead to the floor, and just take attention to your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just start to slow the breath down, and in your own time, take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then slowly come up onto your hands and knees. Swivel yourselves around, and we'll come into half Lord of the Fishes. So taking one leg out straight, so right leg out straight, left foot comes over the top of that right knee, places on the floor, and then you're going to wrap that right elbow around that left knee, twist the body in, inhale to lift, exhale to look over that left shoulder. Take 3 deep breaths. When you've taken those 3 deep breaths, slowly unravel yourself and switch sides. So left leg goes on, right leg, sole of the foot comes outside of that left knee, grabbing a hold of that right knee with the left arm. Inhale to lift, exhale to twist to look over that right shoulder. 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. exhale, unravel yourself, unravel the legs, and then slowly bring your bum towards your heels, come onto your back. From here, take the arms out wide in a T-shaped position, palms facing down, and walk the heels in towards the glutes. Keep the heels off the floor, toes are glued, and then you're just going to drop the knees from side to side for a few window wipers to finish, releasing off the spine, unraveling the spine, releasing off the lower back. Massaging the hips, the glutes. Aiming for 5 or 6 rotations each side. And then when you've done 5 or 6 each side, gently bring those knees in towards the chest, hug them with both arms, just gently rock from side to side, massage that lower back. And then whenever you're ready, slowly make your way all the way up to seated, finding yourself in the center of your mat. We'll take one final deep inhale as we lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top. As we exhale to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.